All right. Just so again, what we would like to have is 2 blocks and a blanket. And again, if you don't have blocks, grab something like whether it's a book or you can actually use your blanket or towel rolled up when we use the blocks later on between the legs. So I'm going to choose to start today sitting on my block long ways on my knees, right? But you don't have to choose this way. You can sit honestly any way that feels comfortable, that you can sit comfortably for a couple of minutes while we get started and center in. And really for me today, I have all this stuff I have to do today that I don't really like to do, like paperwork and accounting stuff. It's just not something that I like to do or really feel, good at. I really have to work at it. And so it brings up all those sort of feelings of anxiety when you know you have to do something that you're actually really not wanting to do. And so when I was working on my practice this morning, I was really calling in that reminder to myself that I get to choose where I place my attention. And so, the acknowledging the sensation and the feeling in my body about feeling anxious about what is ahead. And then from there, reminding myself to take a moment, right? That to focus on my breath and to bring myself back into the moment where I'm not having to do any of those things, right? Choosing instead to just focus on my breath and being present in this moment. And so throughout this practice, I feel like that is the kind of focus on us that we get to choose, and things come up that cause us anxiety and unease, and that's all fine. And we just need to acknowledge it and then allow it to sort of move through us by placing our attention on what's happening really in the moment here. And for us, that will be the movement and the breath. So find yourself in the seat, whichever seat you're choosing, and then just gently close the eyes. And as you close your eyes, make this sort of conscious effort to close out everything in the outside world. So in this act of closing the eyes, right, we're also closing out anything that's not present for us inside. And then begin to become aware, of the areas of your body that are literally making connection to the earth. And depending on the seat that you chose, it will be different. But just allow yourself to sense that connection, that literal support of the earth as it makes contact with your skin. And then from that place of connection, begin to move your awareness up the body, right, to the base of the pelvis. And as you breathe into that space, the space between your belly button and your pubic bone. Just noticing the breath as it enters that space and changes it as it enters. And then as it leaves the body, sensing what that feels like. So just total awareness without any need to change anything or any judgment about what it is that you're sensing. It just is. And then move your awareness up to the space right below the rib cage, above the belly button. And notice the sensation there as you breathe in and breathe out. And then notice the connection between the space below the belly button and the space above the belly button as the breath moves through its cycle. And then move the awareness up to the heart center. The space behind the rib cage. Noticing the breath as it fills this space. And then bring your awareness all the way up to the space between the eyebrows, that third eye. At this place of intuition and knowing. And allow yourself to sense as you breathe in, the breath moving in through this space, down the line of the body, all the way to the base of the spine. And as you breathe out, allowing that breath to travel up and exiting through that same space. So awareness and energy right on the third eye. And then allow your hands to reach towards the earth. And maybe your fingertips graze the earth. And this time, as you breathe in with your fingertips grazing the earth, sense the movement of energy from the earth's surface up through the arms, right, all the way up through the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, just sense the movement from the crown of the head back down through the fingertips. Right, so drawing in what you need on the inhale, through the fingertips, up through the crown of the head, and then releasing and letting go on the exhale. And then on your next inhale, take a deep breath in as you reach the arms up overhead, reach the chin up, open the eyes and look up, hands touch. And then on the exhale, just draw your hands to your chest. Good. One more like that. Take a deep breath in as you inhale and look up. And the exhale, just place the right hand onto the air. And so whichever way you're sitting, just anchor the left or so that moves towards the earth. And stretch your fingertips away from it. Because your nose open on your side body. Take the breath in as you exhale. Just let your camera come up. Hold for perspective. And take a breath, deep breath in here. Just noticing the opening of the chest of the throat space. Just your camera again. Reaching fingertips away from you. And you're looking at your hip width here. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, just begin to put your camera chest down towards the earth. And now really reach the fingertips over the very gently. Hands over wrist. And gently draw all over the face. Keep the connection to the earth on your side. So the earth is going to stretch. And just feel the full strength of your body. Big breath in and out. Good. Now let's inhale. Return the left arm up to reach towards the spine. And exhale, soften. Inhale the right arm up to meet it. And this time on the exhale, goalpost the hands, right? And draw the elbows back behind you as you lift the chest and open the heart. You just spend another breath here so you can really sense that opening in the heart space, breathing in. And then as you exhale, draw both hands back up towards the ceiling. Look up, reach up, exhale. Good, inhale. And then as you exhale, left hand to the earth, right arm reaches over. So just nice movement here. And then just spend a couple of breaths here, just sensing the opening in the side body. Making that connection of the right shin or buttock bone to the earth as a way to anchor so that you can stretch your fingertips longer and really feel the opening. Big breath here. And then as you exhale, just begin to rotate your chest, looking up, reaching back slightly. You're feeling the breath of the collarbones here. Inhale, opening. Right? Exhale, softening. And one more, inhale. And then as you exhale, begin to rotate the chest down towards the earth. The hand follows. Your arm is reaching across to the left. Really lengthen your fingertips away. Notice the sensation when you do that. Right? So it's an active elongation of the connective tissue. Anchoring through your right side so that you can get more elongation through the fingertips. This gentle imagining, envisioning of me gently drawing your arm away. Big full breath in. Good, and then as you exhale, reach the arm up. Other arm right away up to meet it. Look up, reach up. And then as you exhale, draw the elbows down and back slightly in these goal posts so that your chest is open to the sky. Good, big breath in here. And then as you exhale, just let that relax. Hands onto the thighs or knees. Good. Take a big breath in here. Reach the chest up. Roll the shoulders actively back. And then as you exhale, roll the shoulders forward. Bring your belly button to your back and arch your chest forward. So the inhale draws the shoulders up and back, and you slowly begin to feel the chest opening, the collarbones widening at the end, slightly drawing the shoulder blades together. And then the exhale just reverses that. Allow yourself to feel the spine beginning to wake up one vertebrae at a time, bringing movement and energy to that space. Good, one more time. Come right back to center here. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Just notice if they've been up there. Good, and then just gently roll your chin to the right. And then lift the chin up towards the sky. Roll it to the left, really slowly, and then chin to chest. So just do a couple of those, really noticing as you're slowly moving your chin in this circle, right? Sensing the stretching of the neck, right? Where it feels tight. And the next time you come into the center, just reverse the motion. Okay, just noticing, feeling the body without this judgment. Just it is. Good, and then back to the center. Inhale, just lift the chest up one more time. And then as you exhale, let's just come on off the blocks, right, and onto the hands and knees. And then we're going to start with the left leg. So on the hands and knees, we're just going to take the left leg and just step it out with the knee bent right about hip distance. So we're not coming all the way up to the hand, just hip distance here. And then once there, just rock the hips side to side. So we're just opening the hip in a little bit of a different way. So as you lean over towards the left, the knee is bent, you'll feel a stretch in the inner groin, and then shift over towards the right. So just do a few motions like this, side to side, and then maybe incorporate a circle into it, right? So you can really begin to feel the hip joint and the hip socket. We're lubricating it and opening it, getting it ready for the other movements, and then maybe going the other direction. So there's really no pressure on your hands here, like all the weight really is in the feet. The hands are just there giving you balance. And then find your way back to the center again, and then take that left leg and place it back down on the earth, the knee to the earth, and then take a big breath in. Inhale, lift the chin and the chest. Good, and exhale, draw the chin to the chest. And then inhale just back to center. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, just step that right leg out. So the right leg is out, and the toes can be facing forward or they can be facing out to the side. It doesn't matter. Whatever feels good in your body, right? And then begin to just rock slowly from side to side. So always making the choice of what feels best in your body, regardless of what the shape looks like. It doesn't look like what I'm doing. It's fine. Right? So we're just honoring what the body wants and how it would like to move, and then work on circling the body. And really feeling, as you're doing a slow circle, all of the joints, like noticing how the ankle is moving, noticing the movement of the knee, right? And then noticing the movement of the hip in its socket there. And then go the other direction. And then come back to the center. And just step that knee to meet the other. And then 2 more rounds of cat-cow here. Just so inhale, lifting the chin and spreading the buttock bones apart. And then as you exhale, really actively drawing the pubic bone to the belly button, arching up your back, and the chin comes to the chest. And then reverse that, really noticing each movement in every part of the body as we do this one activity. 2 of those. Come back to the center. And then you choose here, you can come down into a long arm child's pose, or you can tuck the toes under, lift the hips up to come back into a downward dog. Right? So whatever you choose, we're just going to stay there for 3 deep breaths. Right? Neither one is better than the other. Right? But if you're in the down dog, bend your knees, lift the buttock bones up. Right? And then press your hands into the earth, especially the index finger and the thumb. And then from that, begin to lengthen the legs, heels reaching towards the earth. Right? And if you're in the long child's pose, make the hands active, pressing into the earth. Again, index finger mound and thumbs really pressing, right? Lengthening your sacrum, the low part of your back, away from the hands. Take a breath in. And then as we exhale, we're all just going to come forward to the front of our mat. And then we're going to bend our knees a lot. And then we're going to inhale as we scoop our arms up all the way so the fingertips reach the sky. And then as we exhale, the hands before the heart. Good. And let's just take one moment to just stand here, right? Allow our body to acclimate to this new posture of standing. And then let the hands come down to the side. And we're going to bend the knees as we inhale and scoop the arms up. And then as we exhale, we're going to come to standing, hands together before the heart. Good. So inhale, scoop up. Exhale, reach the arms up, hands before the heart. Good, and now this time, as we bend the knees, we're gonna inhale, reach the arms up and out to the side. And then as we exhale, stand hands before the heart. So one more like that. Inhale, reaching up, bending the knees, right? Exhale, hands together before the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Good, and as we exhale, grab the right hand around the left hand around the right wrist and tip over towards the left. And gently turn your gaze to the right, press down through the right foot. So we're lengthening the side body here. Take a big breath in and out. Good, one more, inhale. Good, and as you exhale, come back to center, reach the arms up. Inhale. And then as you exhale, just bend the knees, bow forward. Just let the hands touch wherever they're going to touch on the exhale. And then as you inhale, reach the arms up in front of you, looking up to the sky, hands together as you exhale, the hands before the heart. Good, one more like that. Inhale, reach the arms up. You exhale, bend the knees a lot, reaching down, and then scoop the arms as you inhale. You're reaching up, scooping up, reaching, hands together as you exhale, hands before the heart. Good, inhale, reach both arms up. Grab onto the left hand with the right wrist, and as you exhale, reach over towards the right. Turn your head to the left. And again, we're anchoring through the left foot here so that we can stretch and gain more length through the connection of the earth. Big breath in here. Good, and then as you exhale, come back to center, reach the arms up. Breathe in. Good, and as you exhale, bend the knees. Chest comes to the thighs. Inhale, palms forward as you scoop and lift up. Exhale, hands come together before the heart. One more. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, bend. So it's a different kind of sun salutation. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, hands together before the heart. Good. Place the hands at your side and just take a moment here. Follow the breath. Notice the heart rate. You notice the energy moving through your body in the form of sort of like tingling sensation. Good, and then slowly open the eyes. Place the hands together in prayer. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, just step your left foot or your right foot, whichever one is at the front of the mat, so that you can face towards the side in a wide straddle pose. Good. Take a breath in, reach the arms out to the side. And then as you exhale, interlace them behind your back. Draw your shoulders back and down, right? Reach your palms towards the floor as you lift your chin up. Right? So feeling the opening of the collarbones and the chest here. Maybe a little bit of a stretch into the inner groins. Take a big breath in. And exhale, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Good, one more breath in here. Good, and then as you exhale, just release the hands. Good. Turn the right toes out so that your front foot is parallel with the earth. Good, and then just bend the right foot. Okay. So we don't have to make a big, deep bend here. Bend the foot. The one thing that we don't want is for the knee to be over the toes. So if it is, back up or make your stance wider. Good. Place your right hand on your right thigh. And then as you inhale, reach the left foot up and over. The foot ground third foot motion. Left side, that's the both feet. And the right foot will to put back left foot If you press into that, I want you to elongate the left arm away from you. That same sensation we did with sitting, right, as if I was there holding my wrist and really stretching you further. Lengthening your arm, taking a big breath in and out. And then keeping the lengthening, that elongation of the fingertips, just slowly begin to sweep your left arm down, right? And then turn your gaze towards the left as you reach the fingertips out towards the left. Take a breath here. And then as you exhale, straighten the right leg, lift both arms up to the sky. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, both hands come to the heart. And now rotate your right foot so it's facing the front of the mat. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Let's cactus the arms and lift the chest. Good. Big breath here. And then as you exhale, reach the arms back up. And as you exhale, draw the hands together before the heart. Good. Turn the left toes out, parallel to the mat. Place your left hand on your left thigh, and then just bend your left knee. So press down to the earth so we can really feel the strength of these standing poses. Hand is on the thigh. If you want to go deeper, I didn't say this on the side, you can, but we're going to stay here for now. We're going to inhale, reach the right arm up. And then as we exhale, we're going to tip the right arm over towards the left. Right? Press through that right foot firmly so that you can lengthen your right fingertips more. Right? Look down, it's easier on the neck. And then really imagine that elongation, right? So from your low belly, stretch out through the fingertips. Right? And from your low belly, press down through the right foot. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, just gently rotate the chest up. Notice the opening in the chest. Breathe here. And then as you exhale, rotate take the chest back towards the earth. Stretch through the fingertips. Keep that elongation. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, let the arm reach down towards the earth. Follow it with your arms till you come all the way. Find yourself looking to the right. Breathe in here and out. Next inhale, straightens the left leg, rotates the toes to the front, right, and reaches the fingertips up towards the earth. And then as you exhale, bring your hands before your heart, and then just step together for a moment. And just pause. Using this time between these postures as a chance to really feel. Notice the effects in your body of the work. Good, and then open the eyes. We're going to wide step one more time. Once you get there, let's inhale, reach the arms up, look up. And then as we exhale, again, cactusing the arms, lifting the chest. Breathe in here. And then as you exhale, reach the arms up. Right, and then exhale, just place your hands on your hips here. Rotate the right foot out again so it's parallel with the earth. And then press your feet firmly into the earth. Right? Just noticing just that action alone, right, really draws everything into the midline. Place your right hand on the outer edge or the inner part of your right thigh. It really doesn't matter. Palm facing forward, right? And then we're just going to lift the left arm up towards the ceiling as we tip ourselves down towards the right. So it's really a modified triangle pose. If you have the practice and you want to go all the way down to triangle, fingertips to the block or floor, go right ahead. But we don't need to do that. So let's just lengthen from here. So reach your right fingertips towards the earth as you reach your left fingertips towards the sky. And then begin to rotate your chest open slightly. Pressing through the earth, feeling the support, right? And at the same time, from that support, right, being able to have this open heart, right? The potential to let things in. Big breath here. Good. And then as you exhale, just teapot back up, hands facing out to the side. Release the arms down. Turn the, let's actually turn the right foot to face, keeping facing the front. Let's step to the front with the left foot. So we're now at the top of the mat. And let's do one of those, a couple of those sun salutations where we're bending the knees a little bit. Inhale, reaching up. And then as you exhale, bend the knees fully. And then as you inhale, reach up with the palms, like gathering all of the energy. Exhale, hands before the heart. Good. Again, inhale as you bend and reach up. And then as you exhale, fully bow over. And then as you inhale, scoop the arms up. And exhale, hands before the heart. Good. One more. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, bend the knees so the chest can reach the knees. Inhale, scoop the arms up, forearms facing up, hands together at the top as we exhale to our heart. Good. Take a moment here. Big breath in. And then as we exhale, just step that left foot out to the wide stance. One more. To the other side. Good. Turn the left toes to face the back of your mat. Side of your big toe side parallel with the front edge of the mat. Place the hands on the hips. Right, and let's start by pressing the feet into the earth. Right, drawing the inner thighs in towards the midline. Place the left palm facing forward in front of the thigh or behind the thigh, whatever feels best for you. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Right, and as you exhale, begin to tip over, right, like that little teapot song, I'm a little teapot. So you're tipping right over, pressing into the earth, right, reaching down with your left fingertips, up with your right. You can try to turn your gaze up towards the sky. Take a breath in. Good. And as you exhale, maybe begin to rotate your chest slightly. Right? Noticing the wobbling and being okay with that, right? Pressing through your feet for stability. Big breath here and out. Stick with it. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, just tip back up. Both arms facing out towards the side. Turn your left foot to face the front of the mat. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, just interlace those fingers behind your back again. Inhale the shoulders up and back. Good. Lengthen the fingertips away. Right? Just opening up our chest here. Big breath in and out. One more breath in and exhale. Good. Find your blocks if they're not right with you and place them in front of you. We're just going to do a straddle stretch here. I feel like we haven't done that in a while. So legs out to the side. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And you exhale, draw the buttocks back and the hands down to the blocks. And you can have the blocks up as high as this, doesn't really matter. So what I want you to be able to do is in this forward fold position to not feel like you're in the deep, deep stretch, just a little stretch. Right? So lengthen your buttocks back and the crown of your head forward. Yeah, lift your head a little, Courtney, so that you're, yeah. And now press your butt back. Yeah, so that we can really feel that length through there. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, just bend the right knee, right? And look to the left. And just breathe into the inner thighs. I know I've talked about the inner thighs before, but they're so important to lengthen and stretch. They get really tight. In particular, for some reason, as we get older, they just tighten up. And then they pull on the back and on the pelvis. Inhale back up to center. And then just exhale right over to the other side. So bend the left knee, straightening the right, turning the head to the right, allowing yourself to feel the elongation of the inner thigh. And then just try to breathe and soften into it. And it feels like too much, it is too much, right? So come out of it. Come up higher on your blocks. One more breath here. Good, and then as you exhale, straighten both legs. Press your hands into the blocks. Gently kind of draw your hands back towards you so you feel your shoulder blades move down your back, right? And lengthen your buttock bones away from you. And sense the opening in that space. Good, breathe in. And then as you exhale, just let that all release. Heel toe your feet in so that they're parallel. Bend the knees. And then just scoop the arms as you inhale, coming up, like really reaching up. And then exhale, hands before the heart. And then again, just take this moment here, right, to just sense and feel the work. And then slowly open the eyes, grab one block. And if you don't have a block, you can fold up your towel, your blanket. You're going to place it the narrow way between your shin bones. So it's not at your knees or your ankles. It's right in between. Your feet are parallel. Yeah, good. Everyone good. Press down into the floor with your feet. Okay. And now squeeze the block. Okay. Roll your shoulders back. Have the palms facing forward. So just take a couple of breaths here with this engagement, right? Pressing through the feet, drawing the block in, right? Noticing as you're squeezing in with the block, right, that there's a connection, right, to the outer butt muscles, to the thighs. Good, so keeping that squeeze, inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Good, and then grab the left wrist with the right arm. Good, inhale to lengthen, keep squeezing the block. And as you exhale, tip over towards the right. And keep the block over to the middle. So you're still taking it over that right shoulder, left leg, but you're now put the bread over. You're using the block to draw it into the middle. But you're looking at your take a breath in. Let's step over slightly, rotate your chest up towards the front. So you're rotating towards the right. This is really work. Base through the breath. Take a breath here. And then as you exhale, gently rotate back to the center, let the arms release and give your legs a little bit of a break. Let go of the block squeeze, right? And just notice how much work that was. Or at least it's work for me. Right? Sense and feel the upper body here, right? Even the shoulders, difference between right and left. Good, and then breathe in. And then as you breathe out, press through the feet. That's where we're starting, pressing through the feet. Good, and then squeeze the block. Right, so now we have a real sense of hugging in towards the midline, right, towards the center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, soften the form. And the right arm, right wrist with the left hand. Inhale, raise up, keep the squeeze on breath. And the exhale, tip over towards the left. Right? It's good to roll into the breath. Right? So, right up and the right arm of the breath into the front. It's going to the edge, right along the hip. And we squeeze in. We just want to feel activated. Take a breath in. And let's inhale. Rotate the chest. We're going to go into the front of the chest. So rotate the chest. Are you still keeping it together with the breath? And we're going to rotate the spine. And right there, right there, over your head. Forward forward. Leaving everything the breathing. Rotating and squeezing. And both hands.
Getting muffled again.
I'm muffled?
Yeah.
Am I better now?
Yeah.
It must be where I have this thing. Thank you, Courtney.
Yeah, it's when you go up.
Interesting. Let me see if it's better this way. All right, so turn, squeezing in, and then slowly come back to the center, and then let it release. Woo. Good. Remove the block just for a second here. Right. And then notice, like, as you, with the block removed, there's still this sensation that it's there, right? So there's still more energy and activation of that inner line of the body. So from here, just reach up, look up. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, reach the arms towards the earth. And then as you inhale, scoop up. And then as you exhale, hands come together before the heart. And then just pause here. Total awareness of that space in the legs where that block just was. Good. Reach down, open the eyes. Then we're going to take the block. One more thing with it. We're going to place it between the thighs now. Still in that narrow way so that our hips can be hip distance apart. Right. And before you do anything, just have that sense of your body's resting posture here. Right? And then let's actively move, right? Press the feet into the earth. Right? Feel the knees begin to straighten a little more, and then squeeze the block with your inner thighs. Now there's no block between your lower legs, but imagine there is. So you're squeezing from the lower shins and squeezing with the inner thighs. Really pressing through the earth. Good. Now keeping all of that, we're going to take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, just gently, squeezing the block, gently stick the butt back. So you're kind of in a modified chair pose here. Squeezing the block, right? Buttocks reaching back, hands together in prayer before the heart. Good. Take a breath in. And then when you exhale, press through the feet, straighten the legs, come back up to standing, right? Fully pressing into the block, full awareness there. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, squeeze the block even more, bend the knees, stick the buttocks back behind you. Keep squeezing the block. It's a little bit harder to squeeze as we come into this seated position. Good, breathe in. And then one more as you exhale, press through the feet, come all the way up, fully standing, pressing through the soles of the feet, drawing the legs in, squeezing the block. One more time, breathe in. Then as you exhale, stick the buttock back. Good, stay here, take a breath in. And then as you exhale, just turn to the left. So turn the shoulders to the left, the chest to the left, squeezing the block. Take a breath here. And then as you exhale, come back to center. Good, keep squeezing the block. Breathe in, and as you exhale, turn to the right. Full awareness. Breathe in. As you exhale, come back to center. Take a breath in. Press through the feet on the exhale. Straighten the legs. Reach the arms all the way up. Inhale. And then exhale your arms down to your side. Keeping the block where it is. If you're not facing the front of your mat, just rotate yourself so that you're facing the front of your mat. Keep the squeeze of the block. And we're going to come down to hands and knees with the block between our legs. So squeeze the block, bend the knees, right? Reach towards the earth. And then you have to kind of inchworm your feet back until you can then get your knees down onto the earth. So now we're in the hands and knees position with our block. It's kind of fun. There you go, Leslie. Good, very good. Good. And now from here, let's squeeze into the center, really aware, right, of drawing into the midline. Tuck your toes under. And then as you inhale, lift the chest up, widen the buttocks. And then as you exhale, squeeze the block, draw the pubic bone to the belly button, chin to chest. Two more like that. Inhale, squeezing the block. And then exhale, more squeezing as you bring your chin towards your chest. And then one more inhale. Good, then exhale to neutral. Right, remove the block. Good, place your hands right underneath the shoulders. And then just stretch the left leg out behind you. Imagine the block is between you, so squeeze in towards the center and lift the left leg up, just so that it's at the same height as your buttocks, right? And then stretch your left heel away. Take a big breath in and reach the right arm out. So opposite arm and leg, this sense of drawing in, imagine that block was still between our legs. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, slowly bring it back down. Good. And then we're just going to go right to the other side. So stretch the right leg out behind you. All right, so do it in increments. The legs behind you, lengthen through your heel. Right now, draw into the midline as if you're squeezing the outer edges of the hips inwards. Right, take a breath in, and then as you exhale, lift the leg. Right, flexing the heel away from you, just at the height of your hips, not way up, right? So you're flat. Take a breath here. Exhale completely. And then inhale the left arm to stretch out. And really elongate the fingertips away. Again, as if I was there pulling you. And then elongate the right heel away. All the while drawing into the center as if the block was there. Take a breath in. Good. And then as you exhale, let that go. Place feet together, knees apart, and just move yourself back to a child's pose. And let everything soften. And if child's pose doesn't feel like the best thing, then just come onto your stomach, right? So whatever feels good, a place that you can completely let go. But either way, make sure that your forehead has a connection to the earth, either directly on the ground or one hand on top of the other and connect it to the back of your hands. And then just let yourself soften. Letting go of all the things we just did. And then if you're in child's pose, just walk yourself forward so that you're on your belly. And then we're all just gonna come up onto our forearms. So fingertips spread wide. Gaze is slightly forward. And then press your hands into the earth. And as you inhale, gently draw them back towards you without moving them so that your shoulder blades gather in the center of your body and your chin can lengthen. So feel the lengthening from your chin to your breastbone. And then as you exhale, just draw the chin to the chest and let the upper back round. Good, and again, inhale, good, reach. And exhale, round. And one last time, inhale, reach. We feel the lengthening in the front of the chest here. And then exhale, release. Good. Push yourself up to sitting. And have both of your blocks on either side and roll your blanket up. We're going to place the blanket across our back. So if it's rolled up really high, you're going to get a big arch. So you decide what feels good. So I like my blanket to be long like this, so then I can roll it up or back as best as I want. And then place it across your mat. And then your blocks are going to be next to you. And we're going to allow ourselves to lie down on here so that this is right at your bra line. Right, so I just want a little bit of a lift. Like I don't want it to be so much that you're really arched and your neck is and your chin is really tipped up. So just a little bit of a lift through there. The blocks are on either side so that you can put your feet together and your knees apart and allow your legs to rest on the block. So even if you're someone who's really flexible, place the blocks then on the lowest amount and have them supported on something. For me, I'm at the medium, but you could also be all the way at the high because I just want you to feel like almost nothing, just a slight little awareness of the inner thighs, right? Your chest is gently being lifted up. And then you can allow your hands to be at your side with your palms up. Or if you want a little bit more, you can place them into goal post position and rest them on the floor so that your arms are above the blanket. So you decide what feels good to you, right? Because we're going to stay in this position for a few minutes here. Yeah, good, excellent. And just really give yourself this time here, this permission to just do nothing. Stay connected to your body through your breath. Letting go of all of the things that happened before and all of the things that you believe need to happen after. Every time your mind wanders, return to following the breath as you breathe in and you breathe out. Strengthening your ability to choose where you place your awareness. It's a practice. And the more we practice it here, the more we can use it in a way, have it be more powerful for us as we move through our day. And now really slowly take your hands to your legs and draw your legs back into the midline. Move your blocks out of the way. And then take your blanket out from underneath you so that you can come to lying flat on your back, palms up. Legs are just falling out into whatever position they like. And then just allow yourself to sense and feel your body here now. Noticing how different it feels from when you started. And slowly bend your knees. And then just roll onto the right side. And spend a moment here in this fetal position. This posture that represents rebirth. Every moment a new opportunity. And then keeping the eyes closed, bring yourself up to the seated position. Sit on something if you need to. I always choose to. And then the eyes close, really your awareness still within. Just take this one last chance, right? To just notice. And draw your hands before your heart in prayer. And just this gesture of gratitude, right, for yourself, for showing up, right, for your body, for this amazing ability we have to choose, right, where we place our energy. Just take a big breath in here. And then as you exhale, just bow your head to your heart. Namaste.